of Exeter away. Mark, obviously a couple of players went off injured on Tuesday night. What's the prognosis, first of all, on Dale Grubb?
Dale Grubb's got no chance for the weekend. He's torn his thigh muscle, we think, after 30 seconds. And Liam Shepherd, we're hopeful that he'll be okay.
And Matt Mills obviously was the one other player who'd been out recently. How's his hamstring recovering?
Coming along.
Has he got a chance for the weekend, or is he still out?
He may have a slow one.
Everyone else okay?
As of today, everyone else is fine.
Good news there, at least. Is there a decision to be made after Tuesday with Joe Willicott's performance, or does that just sort of put more pressure on and just raise the competition bar again?
I don't think there's any pressure. I think what it does, it shows we've got two capable goalkeepers, which is always pleasing to know. So Lewis Thomas has not done a lot wrong. He's kept 5 clean sheets out of 6. 5 in 1 month. Didn't even get nominated for Player of the Month, which is an incredible decision. So it's good to know we've got 2 good goalkeepers.
Absolutely. And how do you approach this game at Exeter? Because obviously second versus first in the table, and all eyes are going to be on it. Same
approach as every week. Playing against a good club, really good club that I spent time out and lived down there. Really enjoyed it. They're doing really well. Did really well last year, and we're fully respectful of all their threats. And we know that we have to play really well to get anything out of the game.
And because they're one of your former clubs and there's that affinity, are they one that you sort of naturally keep that eye out for and, if you like, have to do a little bit less scouting on because you naturally know a bit more about them?
No, I think I always look for their result, of course. But in terms of what they do now, things have changed, totally different, and we have to dedicate as much time to knowing what they do as every other team.
They'd obviously been on top for quite a while, but seem to have stuttered and faltered a little bit of late results-wise. Is the league still settling down for you, if you like, in terms of, would read too much into who might be top after 10, 12 games?
Well, if you call stuttering having 2 draws, then that's okay, but they've had a great start to the season. The league at the moment means nothing really. All it is still settling down, in my opinion, and I think it's once you get to Christmas, then I think you get a real gauge of where teams are going to be, I think.
So on that basis, you're not going to get too excited about being top, are you?
Definitely not, no, of course. I think everyone knows that I say to the players, you're only as good as your last game. So at the moment, good, but that can all change in a heartbeat, and we have to make sure we're right on it every time we train, every time we play, and we give the best account of ourselves we possibly can.
Is it a good test for the players, though, to see how comfortable they are with being top of the table and how much they want to stay there and sort of work within that?
Be a great test. Be a good crowd, good atmosphere. Always is at St James's Park, and we went down there last year and played really well. But we know we're going to be tested. Like I said, we've got a lot of young players, and they keep stepping up to the bar. And let's hope that continues on Saturday.
And the consistency they're showing as well. Young players don't always show consistency. How have you been able to draw those sort of performances out of them on a regular basis?
We train hard. We work on what we do, and they've got a desire to do really well. I think we've got a group of young players that are desperate to get back up the pyramid, and to do that, they know they've got to play well. And all our work has been about trying to keep our standards, maintain the standards, maintain performances, because if you keep your standards and you keep performing well, you have a chance to get results.
And I know you always say there's no right or wrong way to play football, but the way that you do play, does it help that must be enjoyable for them to play?
I hope so. If you get it right, like the last 2 games, it looks as though they've really enjoyed their football. Listen, we have to get it right. Like I say, there's 2 teams desperately trying to win a game, and I've often said one of the hardest things to do is to actually win a game, because there's so many variables, and we're going to have to work really hard and play really well, like I said, and get a little bit of luck along the way to win another game.
Goal scoring's beginning to click as well, which it had to happen at some point. But how pleased have you been that you've still managed to be secure at the back within that as well?
Yeah, it's a vital point that you've got to have a balance. You've got to be defensively sound, and then that gives you a platform to build on, and then you can look at how you can hurt the opposition. So there was never any real panic from within the camp about we weren't scoring enough goals. That was from outside, and if we keep playing like we are, then we will create chances, and it's about putting them away.
Thank you, good luck.
Thanks, Paul.
Mark, with the international games over the weekend, what's the situation with Abu Adams and Gambia?
Ibu was called up for African Cup qualifiers, but he agreed, as he didn't play any game time last time he went away. He lost his place in the team here. He went away and for 10 days and didn't play any game time. That he agreed with his coach that now he was in the team, that his coach would let him stay and play here.
Yeah. Do you admire that decision from a player to sort of turn down the opportunity of representing his country?
Well, if he's not playing playing for his country, then there's no decision to be made for me. If he's travelling halfway around the world and not even getting on the pitch, then it's an easy decision to make for me.
Yeah, because I know in the past you've had players that have probably chosen to do that
Of course.
not had any game time.
Yeah, of course. So, if they're in the team and they're playing for their country, fully understand it.
And obviously Abu's really been at it in the last few games. He's really sort of stepped up to the plate and looks a great signing.
He's been good since he's been here.
Yeah.
He's just been trying to get him sort of integrated into the way we work, and coming into the environment that we've got, totally different to where he's come from. So he's got stronger and stronger.
Yeah, Matty Taylor at Exeter, he's really sort of taken the baton off Paul Tisdale and carried on the work. Yeah, do you rate Matty as a coach?
Well, sometimes people say about choose your jobs and make sure you're not following somebody who's done a brilliant job, which Tiz did. And Matty's, like I say, was within the group there, and he knew the ins and outs of the club, and he's done fantastically well. Obviously, they came close to getting in the playoffs last year. They needed to beat us here. It didn't quite happen for them, and they're up and around it again. So, great job.
Yeah, you're still quite a popular character down at Exeter. I think it was 50 games, 12 goals, back in the 90s. Special place for you.
Yeah, I really enjoyed my time there. Loved living down there, and good club, and I think I did quite well. Scored a lot of goals for them, and got a lot of friends down there.
That's one place you get a warm welcome there, most of
many.
the time.
There's not many.
No. Also, goalkeeping wise for Exeter, they had Ward in. I believe he broke his arm at the weekend, and apparently Johnny Maxted could be in the post, another former keeper at Forest Green.
Yeah, sad for Wardy. Did well for us last year. Played in the playoffs for us. Got himself a good move to Exeter and has been doing really well, I believe. And he's got a nasty injury, but that's perils of being a footballer. You get injuries. Gives Johnny a chance, and we know Johnny's got a real big performance in him at times, so let's hope he's not on Saturday.
Yeah. What threats do you expect from Exeter, and what type of team are they these days?
They play a similar formation to us. They're quite aggressive in the way they play and attack. They'll put a lot of crosses in the box to try and get Ryan Bowman and people that on the end of them. So, yeah, good team, very aggressive.
Cheers, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.